Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, sir.
Okay, well, welcome to our job interview. Relax. We are going to have some questions for you. First, could you please tell me about yourself?
Please let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Regno Schefendi. I was based on Tangerang right now, and now I was focused. My recent job now is a front-end web developer in software house, namely Amanah Corp.
All right. So, Regno, what do you know about our startup and why do you want to work here?
Because this startup is actually a Muslim startup, a Muslim-friendly startup. So it would make our connections better, especially for any religion. So we're not going to be worried about bad working environments. And since this is a software house, so this would be a appropriate job for myself as a front-end web developer and also to sharpen my skills about it.
Okay, well, right now that's great. Could you please speak a bit louder?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, could you please give me an example of a project or accomplishment that you are particularly proud of?
My recent project, actually the best project that I have ever created is a school, Magnificent School. It's about a website to help users, especially parents, to find best schools for their kids. From national schools or maybe some boarding schools available for them. And it took a lot of time, of course. But actually it just completed somehow, and it results a very good user experience, of course.
All right, that's nice experience. So, how do you handle ambiguity and rapid changes in a startup company or in startup environment?
We choose the best programming language, the most optimal, the most good characteristics for programming language to use to, because it affects to our website, to our projects, to make it efficient and better.
All right. So, what technical skills or tools are you proficient in?
For front end, we have design, especially for layouting. We have Bootstrap to use. It's a framework of a CSS that makes the code is getting simplified and better to use, so it will make our project more ease, especially for responsive devices. And also some JS frameworks like Angular and React for the server.
All right. Well, right now, how do you prioritize tasks and manage your time in fast-paced startup?
We often gather, we often make a lot of communications, especially online meetings or offline meetings, and I often to have some overtime in my office, so I would stay a lot of night in my own office. And I will, of course, drinking coffee is the better thing to hold your drowsiness.
All right. Many things. Okay, so now describe a situation where you had to work with a cross-functional team, and how did you ensure successful collaboration?
We talk for the product manager. They often talk to the clients and what their needs and anything that their needs and their concerns about their experience, and then we often do an online meeting and always do an evaluation to our projects, of course. And we always have a good communication. We never leave any missing communications. We always evaluate together.
Yes, communication. How do you stay motivated and up to date with industry trends right now?
I often, especially tech events like DevFest or Google I/O, I always attend it. I never leave that kind of event. And of course, social media is the important thing because it gives us a lot of technology updates, and we could try those updates to our projects, of course, or maybe to our personal thing, and maybe we will try to ask our superiors about these good technologies. Is it worth it or not?
Okay, that's good. Okay, so could you please give an example of challenging situation at work and how you handle it?
We always keep humble for every challenging situations like this, and I would not be a stressful man. I don't want to be that. I will keep humble and everything, and I do manage a lot of time, so I would get rid of everything that is not useful for my time. So I would use it as what do I have to done at that time, without any, and of course without any crowd that would distract my job, of course.
Okay, it will be our last question for this interview. No, I think yes, it will be the last questions. What are your long-term career goals, and how do you see them aligning with our startup?
It would make a good thing. So my personal goals,
Yes, your long-term career goals.
always keep sharpening my skills and stay up to date for information, especially IT. Information and technologies will never be always update. And something that in IT, if we are keep outdated with every technology, we will be left behind and we'll lose among the other companies, of course. Just like what Nokia did at that time.
Okay, is that all your answers, Frederick?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's all for our 10 questions of today's interview. Thank you very much for coming. Good luck for your interview. Keep in touch later on. Have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.